Welcome to week 1. Today we begin by getting centered on sound. As you listen, you'll notice a gentle background of rain with birdsong. This natural soundscape is purposely included to help you do a few things. 1. Experience a more peaceful atmosphere. The steady sound of rain and soft chirps of bird sets a calming, soothing backdrop that can help relax your mind. 2. It masks any distracting noises. These sounds serve as a natural filter, minimizing external disruptions so you can focus fully on the exercise. But most importantly, number 3, I talk about this a lot, but it's going to develop your powers of concentration. So by engaging with this uninterrupted, natural sound, you'll train your mind to hone in on a single tone and deepen your internal listening skills. And as we go through this course, there may be different background sounds that you'll be listening to. Now, before we begin, we're going to get right into this. I want you to find a quiet and comfortable space. Pause the recording if you need to do this. Just sit down, relax your shoulders, and adjust your audio to a warm, pleasant volume. It shouldn't be too loud, and it shouldn't be too soft, but you want it to be about a level where you do have to concentrate to hear. It shouldn't be too loud. When you're ready, close your eyes and allow your mind to settle as we begin the first session. Right now, I just want to help you center and start breathing a little bit. So let's start with a few deep, intentional breaths. Go ahead and inhale slowly. Hold it for just a moment. Try and not hold it in your chest. Try and hold it in your stomach, what we call your diaphragm. So hold for a moment, and then exhale fully. Let's do that. So inhale. Hold, and exhale. Now try and get it a little more metrical. Inhale, hold, and exhale. Do that for a few moments. Keep breathing. As you continue this rhythmic breathing, let the soothing sounds of rain and birds fade into the background. We want to ensure that any disruptive external noises are kept at bay. The noises in the recording are fine, but we want to get rid of those external noises in your environment. And you can do that partially through the rain sound and the birds, and partially by focusing on your breathing and the audio recording. With each breath, I want you to feel your concentration deepen, and there should be a sense of calm that envelops you. Just take a moment to get into this state. And ideally, you should probably close your eyes as you can. The peaceful atmosphere created by these natural sounds is your invitation to focus solely on the journey ahead. Now we're just going to sit here for a few minutes and get you in the right state of mind. Allow the sound of rain and birds to mask any stray external sounds, compelling your mind to concentrate fully on this tone. If thoughts or distractions arise, simply bring your focus back to the sound of the tone and the natural soundscape supporting it. This practice is designed to sharpen your powers of concentration and begin building your internal sound memory. We have to start here. We have to start simple. This course is going to get much more complex as we go, but we have to start with this simple, intense exercise. This is an E flat. Listen to it again. I'm now going to extend the time between playing this tone. So what I want you to do in that extended time, when I'm not playing the tone, I want you to keep audiating this single tone in your mind and do not let the pitch drift. When you hear me play it again, that's your invitation to check the pitch and adjust and make sure you are still on track. Now audiate and keep it sustained indefinitely. You can do that in your mind. I can't do it on the piano. Is the tone drifting? If it's not, don't think this is a waste of time. This exercise is extremely important for starting this process of audiation. We want to start basic, we want to gradually add to it. So right now, this is a very valuable exercise. We're listening to the E flat, we're trying to hear more and more in the E flat as we go. What else can you hear about this E flat? What do you hear in there? I'm going to play it a few times. What about this E flat makes it stand out? Anything subtle that you can notice is valuable. This is a concentration exercise. We need to build your concentration. Too often we're focused on our phones or scrolling on Instagram or whatever we're using. We need to bring back our natural ability to pay attention. So if you're feeling bored, if you're feeling doubts, that's perfectly normal. You're starting to think, oh, this isn't going to work. I could do this myself. I don't need to be going through this course. You're going to have all these thoughts, but if you keep with this, you're going to see the end of this course, you're going to have a completely different ear. Okay, last chance to kind of get into it and really see what this note is all about. For the next 10 minutes, maintain your focus on audiating the sustained tone. You can let it naturally decay if you want. Let the natural sounds of rain and birds continue to create a peaceful environment around you, effectively masking any external disturbances. You should sink so deeply into the sound of this tone that your environment fades away. Allow your attention to sink deeper into the sound. If your mind drifts, simply guide it back to the tone. This phase is all about developing an unwavering concentration, immersing yourself into the interplay between the constant tone and the calming natural backdrop. So I'm going to play this tone once a minute, and that will be your cue to just get back on track. Pay attention to the sound, maybe hear something new about the tone, and then continue your audiation. Your audiation should be consistent. Here we go. Okay, now listen to this tone. What's your reaction to hearing that new tone? How do they differ? Continue to listen to this interplay between the two tones. Notice any shifts in the quality of the sound as the rain and birds remain softly in the background. You're reinforcing the serene environment. Take time to reflect internally, noticing how your focus has deepened and how the peaceful soundscape helped mask distractions and sharpen your concentration. Keep your eyes closed. If you open them, shut them again. Just notice the differences between these sounds. Now it's your turn. Mentally just sit on the E flat for a moment, and when you're ready, go down to the C. Just alternate between the two. Come back to the E flat and hold it. Go down to the C. Do it again on your own for a while. Now make it stronger and stronger. Make it louder. Make it bigger. Make these sounds full. Hear the E flat? Now hear the C. Now do it on your own again. E flat. C. E flat. C. On your own. What can you do internally to make it sound even more clear? Get a full round sound. Try and focus so much on the sound that you don't even hear the birds and the rain anymore. If you can reach a point where you can tune out the birds and the rain, then you have a very high level of focus and concentration. And that's what you're going to need for this audio-based course. So we're going to do this for about 2 more minutes, and I want you to put everything you have into this. Focus so intensely on the sound of the E flat and then the C that the birds fade into the background. Here's your E flat and your C. Now audiate those 2 tones. Keep going. As we bring our session to a close, slowly allow the background sounds to become louder than the tones you're focusing on and the tones you're audiating. See if you can gradually fade the tones out below the surface of the nature sounds. Keep doing this until the tones are so quiet you can't even hear them, and then eventually they disappear. So you are diminishing the sound. You are using a decrescendo, making it quieter until they fade away completely. This subtle fading away is really important. Let them fade away to nothing. You have about 2 minutes to do that. About 45 seconds. So gently bring your awareness back to your surroundings. Notice the surface beneath you and the ambient quiet in your own space. When you're ready, open your eyes. You can keep them closed for now. You can open them after this session's over. I want to thank you for dedicating this time to nurture your inner listening skills. Today, you have taken the first essential step by creating a peaceful atmosphere, shutting out external distractions, and developing a focused mind. I look forward to continuing this journey with you in the next session. In the meantime, you have a week on this. I would like you to try and complete this session at least one more time, ideally 2 times during the week, and don't do them in consecutive days. You could also do this every day this week if you enjoyed it. Every day would probably give you the best results. Now that we've finished this, make sure that if you haven't already today, complete 1 lesson of the Flawless audio course, wherever you're at in that. And I will see you next time for some additional work. Next time, we're going to be doing some simple imitation. We're going to warm up with a similar audiation, and we're going to fine-tune pitch recognition and internal replication.